Hey everyone, and welcome back to HandiWorks. We're using this beautiful dark khaki fabric and crisp white floss to create a stunning ruffled panel, perfect for dress bodices or sleeves. I've prepared my fabric by folding one edge over about 1 inch, ironing it, and pinning two pieces together. Now pinning these two fabric pieces together before stitching. You absolutely can try this pattern on a single piece of fabric, but using 2 layers creates a lot more structural depth and density when the fabric is gathered. This double layer method gives the smocking a much richer, cleaner look. I used a sewing machine to stitch 2 parallel lines with a 2 centimeter gap. Our smocking area sits right between those lines. Next we need guides. Using my heat erasable pen and a plastic mesh, I'm marking 3 parallel lines of dots with a 5 millimeter gap between the machine stitching. After marking the dots, I connect them with zigzag lines. These zigzags are our essential stitching path. Great! Now that we have all our smocking guides marked, let's add the embroidery pattern. Above those dot lines, I've drawn 3 additional lines of rectangular shapes, making sure to keep the gaps between them consistent. These little rectangles are where our decorative stitches will go. Now that we've got all our rectangular shapes marked, let me fix this into my embroidery hoop. Once it's drum tight and smooth, we can start stitching our decorative pattern. Now before we smock, we embroider. I've separated my white floss into 2 strands. I'm starting by stitching the fly stitch to fill the small rectangular shapes I marked above the smocking area. The fly stitch is easy to follow. Stitch a small V shape anchored by a straight stitch. It's perfect for filling small shapes quickly. We stitch this decorative pattern before smocking because the fabric will shrink and gather dramatically when we pull the thread. It would be nearly impossible to stitch the fly stitch neatly afterwards. Did you know smocking isn't just decorative? Historically, smocking was used on clothes for labourers, like shepherds in rural England. It was a clever way to control the fullness of a garment while making the fabric elastic and durable. We're bringing that wonderful historical technique to modern fashion. Once the decorative fly stitch triangles are done, we switch to sewing thread. A strong thread is essential here. Secure a knot 2 or 3 times to make sure it won't slip. We will follow the zigzag lines we marked on the dots. Stitch your running stitches precisely along these lines. You must follow this path carefully, stitching the entire width of the fabric. The key is consistency. Before the final pull, I'll quickly iron the fabric to remove all those pen marks. Poof! They disappear. Now for the magic. Pull the thread from the back. Gather the fabric to your desired length to create those beautiful ruffles of the smocked pattern. This instantly gives your garment a new, highly textured look. When pulling the smocking thread, pull gently and evenly across the entire width to ensure your ruffles look uniform. This gorgeous embellishment art can be applied to many garments. Use it on the cuff or the cap shoulder of a dress sleeve. Use it as an inset panel on a simple dress bodice for texture. Smocking is always beautiful on little dresses and rompers. Use a contrasting sewing thread for the smocking if you want the zigzag to show, or use a matching thread if you want the gather to be the focus. This is a fantastic way to elevate your clothes and practice a beautiful, time-honored craft. Enjoy your unique smocked garment.